about? What did we just get through doing? We just had our test. Brayden.
Subtraction.
And what else?
Addition.
Addition and subtraction.
Estimating.
We did estimating. What kind of numbers were we adding and subtracting? Jack?
Like somewhere like hundreds, like 100 through, like just the hundreds.
I think we did some thousands maybe?
Yeah, we did a few thousand.
Did we have to review?
Yes, a
A
lot.
little bit. This time, we're moving into multiplication. So we're going to have a little introduction to multiplication by one-digit number. What do you think that means, Joe? Multiplying.
That means like there's only this one digit, like the one digit only.
By a one-digit number. So by a one-digit number.
Yeah, like multiplying, dividing, subtracting, or adding only from the ones place. Or estimating.
Okay, good. We are going to do estimating still. Katie?
Like a number like 15 divide or times a number that only has one digit, like 15 times
Exactly. We can have, one of the factors can be a two-digit number. So can you tell me an example, Morgan, of what that might be? With one of the factors can be a two-digit number. We know one of them has to be a one-digit number.
maybe 17 times.
Any one-digit number.
2.
17 times 2, Jack? Can you give me a multi-digit number times a one-digit number?
12 times 5.
Okay. Let's go more than a two-digit number. What could that be?
6,000 times 54.
Or still a one-digit. We're just going to have a one-digit number, and one of the factors has
5,054 times 6.
times 6. Okay.
Are we on topic 8?
We are on topic 5. We're just going to watch the introduction to multiplying by one-digit numbers. And then today's lesson is arrays and multiplying by 10 and 100. And I think you guys are going to like multiplying by 10 and 100. Some of them have ones in them. You do not need to take those out of your bag. Leave those in the bag. Some people all of them are your hundreds and tens out. Got it? Zach? You can have your own bag. You guys can't share here. But you're over there with Sydney. Okay, with your blocks. Okay, show me. We are buying packages of candy for Halloween.
Yay!
Show me 4 bags of candy with 10 candies each. How would you show me that? 4 bags of candy with 10 candies each. Yes. Can you what?
Yeah, something like two. You don't subtract 90 from 100.
You could? Yes. Morgan. Shh. Okay, so Morgan shared, Scott. What? What did Morgan say? Morgan, say again what you said.
There's 4 holes in that.
In each bowl. So how many pieces of candy and we have all together Braxton. And what would be the multiplication sentence that would go with that, Isaac?
4 times 10.
Equals?
40.
And what would be the addition sentence that would go with that, Brayden?
10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10.
Very good. Next one. Again, you're back Halloween shopping. All the bags have 10 pieces of candy in them, and this time you buy 6 bags. Show me your bags of candy. 6 bags of candy. Cam, how many pieces of candy do you have all together? What's the multiplication sentence that would go with that?
10 times 6.
Equals? And what's the addition sentence, Kalyan?
10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10.
Great. Next one. We're going to work with our hundreds. You are at the football game. The stadium is in groups. Seating is in groups of 100. Okay? Each section has 100 seats. There are 4 sections in this stadium. 4 sections of 100 seats. How many seats are in the stadium?
Can we use a block?
What do you think you should use? What do you think you should use? Tens or hundreds? You're in a stadium with sections of 100, right, Kalyan? There are 4 sections of 100. What do you think you should use?
I should use 400.
And what do you have in your hand right now? What are those?
10.
Tens. And what do you need to use?
100. Here.
Okay, let's see.
400.
400s. Christian, what would be the multiplication sentence for that?
4 times 100.
Equals? And what's the addition sentence, Matthew? Very good. Last one. Joe, you're at Bronco Stadium and it's a little bigger.
Oh, wrong.
So again, the seats are in sections of 100, but there are 7 sections. 7 sections. How many seats? Sean, do you have all together?
700.
And what's the number sentence, Sean, that goes with that?
100. Show it's 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100.
Equals?
700.
And what's the multiplication sentence, William?
107.
Equals?
700.
Very good. On this one, you're going to get to make up, eyes up here. So everybody put all their things down. You're going to get to make a problem, Joe. If you are at a stadium and there are groups of 100 seats, what are you going to need to section off here?
100 of them.
Like
100
by 100.
What? Not 100 by 100, but a 10 by 10, right?
A 10 by 10.
Because if you count here, this is 10 by 10, right?
Yeah.
So you can draw a picture, Morgan.
Cross out like 10.
Cross out 10 and do 10. Cross out 10 and then 10. Or would you just draw with a marker or base 10?
You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm going to put a little mark where 10 is. Going across, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go down. And then I will connect them.
Can we get the work with the fire?
So that is a 100 block, right? So if I'm showing Cam Bronco Stadium that has sections of 100 and there's 4 sections, how many of these am I going to need to draw, Cam?
10. Wait, what did you say?
Okay, so I'm at Bronco Stadium,
Okay.
sections of 100 seats, and there's 4 sections.
Oh, 4 of those.
4 of these, right? And then you need to write your multiplication sentence, which would be what,
10
Sydney?
times
4 times 10.
4 times
100.
Oh, 100.
100 equals,
400.
400.
and my addition sentence, Zach?
Would be 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100.
Plus 100. Okay? You're going to work on this on your own. Okay? You can keep your blocks or I will collect them. It's two-sided, so I'd like you to do at least 3 problems. You can do tens, you can do hundreds. Okay?
So how can we do 3 if it's
Well, this one is not going to take all of that. Okay? And if you do a tens one, you could probably do 2 tens on one.
what do we do?
Okay.
My problem is that me and Morgan, we went out to go swimming, and we swam both, I don't know how to say this, but we both swam 10 laps.
Okay.
I don't really know if what it's,
10 laps 10 times?
yeah,
Okay. So how many laps did you swim altogether?
200.
If you swam 10 laps 10 times, or did you swim 10 laps 20 times?
No. Well, it's 10 times 10.
Is what?
100.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, right?
Yeah.
So you swam, good catch, 100 laps. Trent,
Oh!
You scored 100.
oh, listen to Trent in your folder. Questions about this before your quick check. Christian, what is one thing you learned about multiplying by tens or hundreds?
You could do it in addition, just as long as it was
Okay, you can use addition. Trent, have a seat. Trent, what is one thing you learned about multiplying by tens or hundreds today? What is one thing you learned about that? Okay, what do you know about multiplying by tens or hundreds? If you multiply by 10, you'll have a 0 at the end, as long as it's only a 1-digit number, right? Okay. Katie, what is something you learned?
I learned that when you have when you're multiplying in a 1's digit and a 100's digit, like what I did, you're gonna have to do like 6 100 times. So you do like 100 plus 100 plus 100, etc.
Is that 6 100 times, or is that 106 times?
106.
Would there be a difference in your answer, Kalian? 6 100 times or 106 times?
No, there wouldn't.
But what is easier to count by, 6s or 100s? Hundreds. Okay. If you don't know right off, what's an easy way? If you don't know what 10 times 5 is, Cam, what would be an easy way to figure it out? What could you count by?
What?
If you don't know what 6 times 10 is, what could you count by to find out? Are you going to count by 6s or 10s? 10s. What about 7 times 100? How would you count that one, Sydney?
You do 100 times 7.
And then you could count by, would you rather count by 7s or 100s? Hundreds. Okay, quick check. Make sure you answer number 5 completely. Jordan?